Welcome back to Trust Arena and our coverage of the South NBL Showdown in 2020. Officially at the halfway point of the competition. The Saturday night basketball. We've had one big win already tonight. The Otago Nuggets taking down the Manawatu Jets 130-94. Who will come out on top between the Canterbury Rams and the Taranaki Airs? Let's go over to Casey Frank, who's got Mountaineers coach Doug Courtney.
And I'm here with Coach Doug Courtney. You're playing the Canterbury Rams tonight, who have been struggling a little bit, but where do you think there could possibly be the danger man for them?
Taylor Britt, anytime he's on the floor, the speed and the scoring that he gives the Rams and the energy that he gives the Rams, we've got to make sure we can sort of minimize that.
And then looking towards yourselves, you guys had a nice win, but a game that you had controlled comfortably for the majority of it, and they came back in the end of your last time out. Do you expect a similar effort from the Rams tonight?
Oh, absolutely. Like they're fighters, and they come back. They come with a little bit of grit and toughness. But again, we've got to make sure that we can play for 4 quarters. I felt against Nelson we only played for 2 quarters, and we sort of shut up shop, which is not what we want to do, especially if we have playoff aspirations. So.
Awesome. Thanks very much for your time, Coach Doug Courtney. And now I've Coach Mick Downer coming in right away. And the Taranaki Mountaineers, I think you'd be hard-pressed to find a more explosive scoring duo than Marcel Jones and Ron Orokawa. How do you hope to stop them?
As a team, we got a few strategies in place, but they can really put the ball in the basket. So, we'll give it a crack. Got plan A and plan B. Hopefully that's enough. But if we get to plan C, it might be a different conversation. So, we need to go back the other way and get some easy points tonight because they're potent offensively, but I think that'll give us a chance to be able to score if we get out and attack a bit.
And then for yourselves, of course, you've been struggling a little bit to finish the wins. Your last game out, you're looking at a big deficit, but had a great fight back in the second half. You think that momentum can swing through into this game, and you'll see some positive signs from that?
Yeah, I think we played great basketball, probably the best basketball we played in the first and the fourth quarter, the last game. But forget the middle patch. So if we can just play 4 quarters, so that's been the big focus of just trying to play consistent and value possession of the ball. That's the big one. We need to take care of the basketball and stay aggressive. We do that, we'll be a good chance.
Great place to start. Good luck tonight, Coach.
Thank you.
Appreciate the time from our coaches as we get ready for tip-off here between the Canterbury Rams and the Taranaki Mountaineers. Plan A, then Plan B to stop Daron Rokawa and Marcel Jones. Many have tried, but not all have been successful to keep the scoring duo for the Mountaineers under wraps. They're 5-3 are the Mountaineers. The Canterbury Rams, the direct opposite, 3-5, and after a 3-0 start to the competition and a rocket up the top of the ladder, they now find themselves at the bottom of it, Casey.
But you heard Coach McDonough there speaking about how we played some of our best basketball in that last game in quarters 1 and 4. And if we can continue to do that, we'll be stepping in the right direction. And as much as coaches like to focus on the results, the way this league is formatted this year, you don't have to make wins the end-all and be-all this early in the season. You can still look for ways to improve, but this is going to be a stern test for the Canterbury Rams this evening against the Taranaki Mountaineers, who, for my money, have played the most consistent basketball in the entire competition.
As we can have a look at the team lists ahead of tonight's battle. The Taranaki Mountaineers, starting for them, Daron Rokawa with Kenneth Tuffin in the backcourt, Marcel Jones, Shane Temera, and Ty Wynyard. What a performance he put in the other night against the Nelson Giants. And there's the Canterbury Rams side. Still no Toby Galuli for them, who has become their assistant coach in the meantime as he rehabs his ankle injury. Taylor Britt and Sam Smith in the backcourt. Jack Exeter gets a start tonight. Quinton Bailey and Alex Talma complete the starting 5 for Coach Mick Downer. And certainly some promising signs in their last hit out after a couple of down weeks for the Rams. But if there's a team you don't want to meet when they're in top form, it is this Taranaki Mountaineers side.
And they've just seemed to be the deepest team really in the league. They've got a lot of weapons coming off that bench. They've got a lot of size. got a grittiness to him, of course, and the leading scorer in the league, I believe, is still Drona Ruakawa. He's been a fantastic scoring point guard. He's going to be matched up against Taylor Britt tonight, which was a chance to see two of the real stars at the point guard position in the NBL this year. And this Rams team will be hard-pressed to keep the hard rebounding Mountaineers from dominating the glass.
Well, last time these two teams met, the Rams came away with the win, 112-101. Times have very much changed since that last game. I imagine with the bookies, Mountaineers would be pretty heavy favourites of this one. I haven't seen the odds, but as we've seen so far in the NBL showdown, Casey, anyone could beat anyone by any margin.
That's true. It doesn't matter what it looks like. It matters what it is. And what it is on the day, the best team's going to get it with the effort.
Shane Thibodeau and Alex Talma get a little bit tangled up on the tip, so we'll just redo that one.
The redo, eh? How about they tied it up?
And there we go. And the first possession will be controlled by the Taranaki Mountaineers as they immediately look for Ty Wynyard. Alex Talma has had to battle against some pretty big men so far as the biggest man on the Canterbury roster.
Well, he just sheds Alex Talma on his way to that running hook shot. Makes it look so easy when he's in rhythm like that.
Of course, the plan was as Sam Smith shoots a three-pointer from the wing. Rebound will end up in the hands of the Taranaki Mountaineers, who will inbound.
Interesting. I thought that went off the hands of the Airs on the second touch, but no arguments from anybody.
Of course, the plan was down low for the Canterbury Rams that Jack Salt would be manning the paint and looking after the likes of Ty Wynyard and Mike Kadena. Instead, young Alex Talmas had to step up to the plate and bang bodies with some big men.
And he's really grabbed that opportunity with both hands, hasn't he? He's enjoyed the banging down low. What a strong frame he's got, and has taken good advantage of the opportunity to get this much playing time.
Wynyard spins to his right hand on the baseline. Can't get that to go, and it will be Canterbury Rams ball.
Alex Talma with a more solid defensive possession there, forcing Ty Wynyard to go away from the basket for the hook shot and closing the space, so it becomes a bit more difficult to finish.
Here's Taylor Britt. Driving, taking a bit of contact and dishing off to Sam Smith. Turns the corner and finishes off the glass.
Well, guard-to-guard action there. Playing a nice two-man game.
Tough and just a little push off of Jack Exeter and then drains the mid-ranger.
There's the Filipino basketball, I think, the physicality that he's used to playing with as he fouls Taylor Britt, who comes back down and with a quickness. But Kenneth Tuffin, I think, has been one of the real bright spots in the competition this year, returning from the Philippines and his university team to come back and take part in the league this year. His physicality, his shooting, and his defense have all been really valuable to the Airs as Taylor Britt misses free throw number one.
Certainly an uphill battle for the Rams tonight in terms of big men. And we saw the depth of the bigs that the Airs possess. Marcel Jones isn't small and is very strong. And then you put in Temera and Ty Wynyard. Zach Esau had some good minutes as Jerome Rokawa finishes expertly.
Throws while he's throwing an elbow into Exeter's grill with the weekend. Alex Talma and Jack Exeter with crossed purposes on the comms there. One wants to cut. One just wants you to stay still so I can get you the ball. And those are the kind of unforced errors that Coach McDowner was expressing the need to reduce to get these victories.
Rokawa drives, slings it back out to Temera, who in turn slings it to Ty Wynyard, who takes contact but can't finish. So here comes Alex Talma and the Canterbury Rams. He's got Quinton Bailey to his left. Instead, he goes to work on Ty Wynyard, up with the left. Can't get it to go.
Well, Ty Wynyard was able to play enough defense on Alex Talma. Probably want to get a little bit more possession there. Jack Exeter called for another foul. So
Quinton Bailey.
Oh, sorry.
The foul was called on. It will be Ayers' ball from the sideline.
It was the response of Exeter that had me surprised. It looked like he was being called for it.
Jones inbounds to Temera, and Bailey looks after him. Jones for three. Ominous signs as Marcel Jones joins his first contested three of the night.
It looked very nice on that make too.
Sam Smith gets Jones to bite in the air, but can't finish. And here comes Marcel through a big Ty Wynyard screen.
Solid screen. Somebody's got to call that out for Sam Smith, who did well to avoid it.
And it's tough and catch and shoot from the baseline. Rebound Talma. Brett Smith from the wing. Down that goes.
Well, once Kenneth Tuffin gambled and was out of the play, the 5-on-4 was on, and Taylor Britt penetrated, collapsing the defense, ensuring Sam Smith had a wide open three.
Rokawa downhill and without resistance finishes at the rim. Talma tied up by Ty Wynyard, and we'll go to the line to shoot two.
Man, 2 free throws. Looked like he might have been trying to pass that one off, but gets the shots instead, and he'll take them. The 11-6 lead to the Airs at the moment. As we see Ty Wynyard check out of the ballgame. Denham Brook checks in.
As Alex Talma makes his first. And his second. Mulvihill into the game as well for the Airs. He showed glimpses of promise as young Francis Mulvihill. Marcel Jones. The defense from Sam Smith. This makes Jones reevaluate and eventually pass to Denham Brook. 4 on the shot clock, and it's the steal and a turnover. And here come the Rams. Sam Smith drops it back to Bailey.
Well, Bailey initiates the steal, kicks it ahead, and runs the lane nicely to give himself the chance for the finish in transition, and the Rams right back in it.
Quinton Bailey playing against his hometown team as Daron Rokawa just shake and bake on Jack Exeter. He'll go to the line to shoot two.
And Jack Exeter got deked just a little bit there. What a pretty crossover by Daron Rokawa as he gets to the move, and once he had Exeter on his back, he knew he was going to get fouled. Exeter checks out. Ben Carlos Smith checks in. Rokawa makes the first. We've mentioned it a couple times, but how about the performance of Daron Rokawa? A lot of pressure coming in as the number 2 pick in the draft. A couple of questions as to why he was drafted among some other players, but he has proven himself.
Taylor Britt finishing over Shane Temera. And then a turnover as Quinton Bailey shoots a 3, looking to make it back-to-back buckets for the Rams. Another offensive board. And how's that from the Canterbury Rams?
Where there's the fight that the Rams have become known for. And Bailey with excellent defense in the corner, missed the shot, but enables his team the chance to get on the offensive glass, and they take advantage.
Temera. That's Talma too strong, and Taylor Britt too quick with those hands, and away they come the Rams again. Smith looks to finish over Jones, but he can't, and Mulvihill does well with the rebound. Temera Rokawa begging for the ball out wide. Taylor Britt takes a charge.
Well, real nice outlet pass by Marcel Jones to start that break, but Shane Temera looking at Taylor Britt in transition, and Taylor Britt saw the big man coming, and those big men only know how to go one way, and that's downhill, and knew the change of direction wasn't coming quick, so he took the charge well.
A few questions between the Airs players there as to why that ball didn't end up in the hands of Daron Rokawa.
Because you pass it to a big on the run. That is the dream to finish that one.
Alex Talma finishing nicely at the other end.
Nice play against the zone Little big-to-big screen enabling the curl for Talma and the finish.
Here's Rokawa. Interesting, it's Sam Smith looking after Rokawa, not Taylor Britt.
I think they're giving Taylor Britt a little bit of a break considering the workload he's had offensively and defensively the last few weeks.
Here's Britt. Oh, it's Tom Webley into the game. Just caught between options there and ends up getting blocked by Marcel Jones.
Well, Marcel Jones with the rotation timed it well. Webley didn't expect the defender to be there. Boy, was he surprised.
Rokawa pulling up from the edge of the key, finishing.
Lovely finish there, showing the beautiful touch that he's got in his possession.
It's Taylor Britt. Slings it to Ben Carla Smith on the corner. Too strong on that one. Rebound Shane Temera, who this time finds Rokawa. Oh, a little hesitation from Daron. Rokawa just can't finish. Talma comes away with the board. Smith drops it off to Britt. Reverse was offhand.
Oh, what a board by Denham Brook coming out of nowhere to beat 2 Rams to it. Britt unlucky with the missed finish.
This is a fast game as Mulville with a nice cut and Denham Brook with a lovely pass.
Nice 2-man game there. Good high-speed cut by Mulvihill and great pass by Brook.
Taylor Britt going up at the other end but not finishing half the glass. Marcel Jones has Ben Carla Smith on him. This is trademark turnaround jumper.
Yeah. He feels so comfortable with that fadeaway. He can create so much space with it. Carlisle Smith actually did a solid job of contesting, but not going to get Jones out of a shot with that one.
Sam Smith. Alex Talma wasn't expecting that pass. As the Rokawa goes downhill at Taylor Britt.
Wow, I think Taylor Britt is unlucky there. Daron Rokawa is just really clever when he's trying to get fouled. I mean, there he created all the contact. He put 2 elbows into Taylor Britt. Could have really possibly been an offensive foul, but by presenting the ball like that, and it's almost Harden-esque in the way you show him the ball like that, force the defender to take a swipe at the ball because they just can't help themselves.
Well, here's a Houston Rockets fan.
Supposedly.
They're unsure how much that was true or just one of the all-time backtracks.
Definitely one of the quickest backpedals I've seen. We are, of course, referencing an earlier interview with Daron. We had something to say about the Houston Rockets defense in the playoffs and offense in the playoffs, and backtracked quickly when he realized that we are on an ESPN. Hello to all our late-night American viewers.
Howdy.
Oh, geez, don't do that again.
Ben Carla Smith drops it back to Max Stoddard, who shoots with his first touch of the game. Can't get it to go. Marcel Jones grabs a rebound, and the outlet pass goes straight through the hands of Mitchell Dance.
Man, Marcel Jones is just on target with the outlet passes once again. Mitchell Dance unable to retain it, but no fault to the passer there.
Joseph Nuneg into the game. Let's look after Taylor Britt. It's his first assignment. Ben Carla Smith shoots from the top. That doesn't go. Marcel Jones grabs his 4th rebound of the first quarter. He's got Webley on him. And he steps back into a 3. Good hand there from Thomas Webley, who gets the rebound as well. Taylor Britt has the ball. Drives in at Nuneg. But the airs collapse on the Canterbury captain. There's Mulvihill. There's Mitchell Dance. It's the Rams' turn to collapse on him as a foul is called on Dance.
Solid scout on Mitchell Dance there. Heard the bench yelling pump fake multiple times, and Mitchell Dance pump faked multiple times. And still got some of the Rams up in the air, but overall, solid defensive possession.
Sam Smith open for a 3-pointer, and he makes the most of it. Tying this one up with just under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Sam Smith's put together a solid little effort. 10 points for him now in the opener.
Rokawa with one of his own. Zach East Hope with a good rebound. Beast Hope, I should say.
There you go.
There's Rokawa. Going to work on Tom Cowie. Dance for 3. Too much on that. There's Beast Hope again.
Back-to-back offensive rebounds for Beast Hope.
And he almost had another one as Ben Carter Smith clatters to the ground. Recovers to bring the ball up for the Rams. Smith drives baseline. Cowie. Stoddard's turn to drive. Looks to find Webley but can't. A 2-on-1 opportunity for Nuneg and Dance. Nuneg goes himself and finishes nicely with the left hand.
Well, nice finish. Floating to the rim and using the body to keep the defender away from that outstretched left. 2-point differential with 12 seconds left on the shot clock.
Cowie with 5 on the shot clock now. Finds a curling Smith. There's an illegal screen called on Max Stoddard.
Unlucky for Max Stoddard there. On the roll, he would have had a nice look at the rim with the pass from Britt. But the Rams will get the ball back, and if they can put together a solid defensive possession, they got a chance to tie it up. Interesting. Just want to mention Oscar Robertson back to the front hair. Hair watch 2020.
Rokawa drives and looks to dish it off to East Hope. Does nicely. Nice play from the duo from Taranaki.
Beautiful find. Soft pass. Soft finish. 4-point lead.
Cowie crosses over to Tuffin. Ben Carter Smith loses control. Oscar Robertson does well. And it will be Taranaki ball.
Well, with 1.6 seconds left, let's see if they can't get something done here.
Rokawa from 3-quarter court. And that'll do us for the first quarter of action.
Oh, Tama and East Hope. Bit of a pushing match there.
Big smile there from Zach East Hope as he makes his way to the bench. First quarter on the books here. 23-19, the Taranaki Mountaineers lead the Canterbury Rams. Second quarter coming up after this break.
Hi, I'm Dave Meltzer, co-founder of Sports One Marketing, and I've teamed with one of the biggest sports agents in the world, Bruce Tollner, and we are going to put on a series of how to have a career in sports. Join me at trainedbymiyagi.com.
That possession. So foul on East Hope, foul on Talma.
Look at that hair. Oscar Robertson.
Thing of beauty. The crowd can't stop looking at it. As we see Ty Wynyard's parents on the left there. Big Jason Wynyard on the far right of the screen, who is, of course, a renowned champion of, what's the discipline, I guess, lumberjacking?
Woodcutting.
Woodcut.
10-time champion of the ESPN woodcutting. I don't know the exact terminology.
The exact age.
Woodcutting. Or wood chopping.
Top of the table, Taranaki Mountaineers.
23-19, they lead the Canterbury Rams. Ben Carlisle Smith inbounds to Sam Smith. And here's Tom Cowie as Taylor Brett takes a break for the start of the second quarter. Smith. Backing down Robertson. Here's Stoddard from the wing for 3. Rebound Talma, who's tied up by Wynyard. Smith for 3 again. Can't get it to go, and that's going to be Taranaki ball. Turn of speed from Dorone Rokawa as he pulls up. You wonder why, as a timeout is immediately called by Mick Downer, is not happy with what he just saw, demanding his team get into that huddle.
Well, if you're going to ask your guard to guard Dorone Rokawa all the way up the floor like that, somebody's going to have to step up and help when he gets beat. In this case, nobody did. Everybody just watches Rokawa take the mid-range jumper, and nobody puts up a hand. I mean, personally, I wouldn't be picking up Dorone Rokawa three-quarter court, giving him the opportunity to use his pace and get by that initial defender. I'd be picking him up at the three-point line, let him do whatever he wants to do, and then in the half court, try and be stout with him there. And a little bit of a delay for the Rams coming in. How'd everybody? Would we just look through and looking forward, Hugh? What do you think the Rams' chances are of coming back in this one? They've got 4 points down. They're right into it, but will they be able to keep this effort up for the entirety of the game?
I think we saw enough of them in their last head out to say that they certainly can. It's just trying to control Dorone Rokawa and Marcel Jones, isn't it, really? Those two can take a game away from anyone, as they've proven already, as Carlisle Smith slips, but is, I guess, bailed out by the referee a little bit. Foul called on Kenneth Tuffin.
Yeah, definitely bailed out. Carlisle Smith took a stride that was a little bit bigger than his legs really wanted him to deal with there. He fell down, and Tuffin in the vicinity, so he gets the call.
Here's Talma. Finds Ben Carlisle Smith. Tuffin's on him. Finds a bit of space and goes up with the right hand, and he gets it to drop. Does Ben Carlisle Smith.
Well, took his time on the post catch and elevated for the finish.
It's Tuffin, and it's a bit more defensive intensity since that angry timeout from Coach Mick Downer. As Wynyard drops it into Jones, who finishes over Max Stoddard. Excellent
footwork by Jones there. The step across for the post up, that kind of position, that kind of depth. Tough to keep him from scoring.
Cowie, shape to shoot, decided against it, finds Stoddard instead. Talma wants it down low, spins immediately on Wynyard, and manages to somehow get the ball back.
Just 3 seconds left on the shot clock.
Shot's got to go up. It does from Cowie, a floater. It doesn't hit anything, so it will be Taranaki ball, and here they come through Dorone Rokawa. Driving, and he'll go to the lane to shoot 2.
Well, the counterattack of the Mountaineers is so deadly. The second they get those possessions, they're flying up the court, putting pressure on the transition D to try and contain them. And once again, Rokawa unable to be contained. 10 points already on 4 for 7 shooting, with a chance to add to the total here.
Makes them both, does Rokawa. Ben Carlisle Smith brings the ball out for the Canterbury Rams, who trail by 8. Taylor Britt back onto the floor for the Red and Blacks. He shoots a three-pointer and he gets it to go. A welcome sign for Coach Mick Downer.
Taylor Britt, after looking down in energy last weekend, has come back this week and looked improved. A lot of defensive attention being placed on him because there's just not that many other Rams you have to worry about scoring.
Rokawa ends up having to put it up after the pass option was taken away, and he manages to drop it in.
Big smile because he was thinking pass the whole time. And at the last second goes shot. Think shot the first time when you're scoring like that, buddy.
Taylor Brett. And you can see Casey, after Taylor Brett really had his way with every defense in the first week, Will finding himself at the rim with his left hand as he drives back-to-back threes. That lane just collapses for him now.
I'd keep using that on-ball screen with Ty Wynyard in the game as we see a Ruakawa jumper. Get the Ruakawa with the roll on that one.
Is going.
But I would continue to put Ty Wynyard in all-ball screens if I'm the Rams. He doesn't want to come out there and contest. When you attack him at the rim like that, you're playing right into his hands.
Mulvihill skipping through the lane.
Well, a lot of thought on the steps, not as many thoughts on the finish.
Here come the Rams the other way, 3-on-1 opportunity. Ty Wynyard, but he got enough arm and puts his hands up to admit it as well. And they'll go to the bench. Will Big Ty, Joseph Nuneg and Denton Brook in.
Our first look at Mason Whitaker. And Tom Webley checks back in again. And there's so many young teams here. I'd wonder who the youngest team is, but my guess is it's the Canterbury Rams. Oldest player, Alex Thelma, who, by the way, turned 26 yesterday.
Happy birthday, old man.
Yeah.
They must be the youngest team on average.
I would have to say so. Quite a few guys still in high school, of course.
But you're right, plenty of young talent on display in the South NBL Showdown. And Shane Temeter shoots a spinning jump shot. Rebound for Taylor Brett. Goes around the Webley screen, and he finishes at the rim as Joseph Nuneg and Sam Smith get a little bit tangled up.
Just a little trip. Don't want to go under these screens, though. The shooting intense right now. Rams continuing to fight back. No quit in this Rams squad.
Rokawa hopping and skipping his way. And Nuneg for three from the corner off the front iron. Denton Brook, though, with a great offensive board. He just can't corral the possession, and it will be Rams ball.
Well, Coach Doug Courtney always complimentary about the effort of Denton Brook, who has just come out and grinded away when given the opportunity without too many plays being called for him.
Bailey just backing down Brook and then finishing over him. Good strength shown there from Quinton Bailey against his hometown team, of course.
Just gave him the big boy move there. I'm going to bang you down until I'm close enough to score.
Rokawa just says, "Nah, let me have him, boys," and he shoots over Bailey. Rebound, Tom Webley. 1 point game with 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Smith drops it in to Bailey, who had good position. And draws a foul. And will go to the line to shoot two.
And professional foul by Marcel Jones. I think a little bit lucky not to get unsportsmanlike foul there, as he just grabbed them from behind when Bailey had a short layup.
Brett feeling it from three-point land. Absolutely. Taylor Brett with 3 3-pointers in a row for the Rams.
Why are you driving all the time, putting that pressure on your body? Keep shooting the ball. Stroking it from outside. His third of the game.
Marcel Jones just falls back onto the baseline. Rams ball. The Rams a 2-point lead. As Doug Courtney calls the timeout for the Taranaki Mountaineers. No quit in this Rams side, Casey Frank. That's what you said. And you have been proved correct in this second quarter.
Gotta love the way that they continue to fight. Great first week, 3-0. Difficult second week, 0-3. Some of those close ones. And first couple of games this week were grinds, very physical affairs, tough for them. And you could forgive them for running out of energy and making things difficult, but man, they continue to dig deep, continue to find a way, despite being without probably 3 starters. of what their team was supposed to look like earlier in the year.
No Jack Salt, no Toby Galuli. Joe Cook-Green, another one, who was then slated to be replaced by Tom Higgins, but that didn't eventuate. So in came Quinton Bailey.
Quinton Bailey certainly has the physique of someone who stayed in great shape during the lockdown that we had here in New Zealand, but I think still trying to find his way into the team and exactly where he fits in offensively, picking up the plays. The Rams do probably have one of the thicker playbooks of the teams that are here. More deliberate half-court offense than some of the transition and motion-based styles of some of the other teams.
Brett Smith, Whitaker, Bailey and Webley out there for McDowell and the Canterbury Rams as Taylor Brett goes up and throws it off the glass.
Taylor Brett, 16 points and dominated all over the court.
Joseph Nunez the other end with an aggressive finish. He'll go to the line to complete the three-point play.
Once again, the counterattack of the Rams. That's a made bucket that they're able to come back and score that quickly off of. I mean, a little bit of a issue for the Rams defense, but the mindset of the Rams, of the Airs on that counterattack and their thirst to go back to the well, time and time again, difficult to defend.
As Brett calls out the play. Here's Sam Smith. Finds Webley. He spins baseline on Shane Temina. Slings it out to Bailey for three from the corner. Rebound eventually in the hands of Tom Webley. Goes up, is fouled, and he'll put it in. Tom Webley, the Canterbury Rams bench love it.
Well, the 18-year-old is a handful on the low block. He probably gave up a layup opportunity on his initial outlet pass to the wing, but planted himself inside on the weak side of the rebounding opportunity, grabs it and gets the finish.
Another player with a fresh cut today. It must be haircut day at Sky City.
Maybe I think somebody was definitely on the Clippers today. This is definitely player work, not professional work. No offense to any of the guys out there, but maybe don't use this for your profile photo.
There's Marcel Jones spinning it up the right hand of him. Mason Whitaker doesn't go. Quinton Bailey with the rebound. He's harassed by a couple of Mountaineers. He shrugs them off. And away come the Rams. Taylor Brett, ball in hand, is emphatically blocked as he tried to make it 4 3-pointers in a row. This time he draws a foul from Denon Brook.
Well, excellent defense from Shane Temina on the block on Taylor Britt, who had the range. And Shane Temina just said, "Get that shot out of here. I'm going to knock that bad boy out like a missile defense system."
16 points for Taylor Brett. He'll look to add to that from the line. No assists for the Canterbury captain Casey, which I guess shows how much ball handling Sam Smith is doing and others. So look to manage Taylor Brett's workload while still keeping his scoring out on the floor.
And so far, so good.
Baxter Fenwick back into the game. He hasn't played the last couple of games. Coach's decision, but here he is as Joan Rokel pulls up from mid-range. Doesn't go.
Nice strong rebound by Bailey in traffic.
Taylor Brett driving. Whitaker for three from the corner. Can't go. And Marcel Jones brings down the rebound.
Good defensive play by Mason Whitaker. Getting a hand on it and forcing it off Baxter Fenwick. Mason Whitaker, possibly the tallest wing in the league. He stands a solid 6'9", the 18-year-old. And if I'm the Breakers developmental team, that's a guy I'm looking at trying to get in on the D squad for a couple of years and see what you can really make out of him.
Taylor Brett driving and finishing nicely.
Giving Ruakawa a little bit of his own medicine, and the Mountaineers not backing him up on the defense.
Mitchell Dance shoots a mid-ranger. Down that goes.
Always nice when the ball just plops into your hands when you're running down for no reason. Takes the step back for the finish.
Here's Webley going to work on Fenwick. Goes up and he's fouled. He'll go line to shoot two, will be Tom Webley. 45-39, the Rams lead the Airs with just under 2.5 minutes to go in the first half.
I just really do like Big Tom Webley and the way he plays. He's certainly comfortable in his skill set around the basket, runs that lane well, gets big and strong around the bucket. Soft touch being shown. And you can tell as he develops, he'll probably look to extend that jump shot range. But for now, happy in the post.
It's Talma and Zach Easthorpe checking into the game. Francis Mulvihill, Tom Cowie ahead of him. There's East Hope finding Rokawa. The defense from Mason Whitaker. But 5 on the shot clock, Tuffin shoots the three and nails the three for the Mountaineers.
I think that might have been Tuffin's first look at the game, but he made it look like he's been getting the ball all day. Drains the triple.
Talma go to work. Goes up with the left hand and finishes.
Using the left. Non-preferred for him, certainly, but finishes strongly there.
Dance. Spinning baseline on Bailey. He sticks with it, does Mitchell Dance, but he doesn't finish. And Tom Cowie brings it the other way for the Rams, who lead by 7 with 90 seconds to go in the second quarter. Bailey drops it to Talma. That left hand again. There it is. Alex Talma feeling good.
Unbelievably deep post position by Alex Talma there, sealed almost at the charge circle. And with that kind of position, he was begging for the basketball.
Rokawa, that change of pace, but he just can't finish, and it'll be Rams ball.
And 2 Taranaki Mountaineers fighting for the ball. The Taranaki Mountaineers not looking as cohesive as we've seen them recently, and it shows in the score sheet, looking at that 9-point deficit.
In comes Marcel Jones and Ty Wynyard as Doug Courtney looks to steady the ship with a minute to go until half-time. Exeter, Jones in front of him, loses the handle but regains it and just palms it back out to Talma. Bailey's got Dance on him. He goes up with a right hand and he gets that to go. The baby hook is working for the Canterbury Rams, whether it's a right-handed or a left-handed one.
Interior basketball, scoring so well. Sharing the basketball with each other, but looking to really pin them deep, which is giving them the opportunity for these finishes.
.35 seconds in the quarter as Jones finds Mitchell Dance, who drives baseline, finishes with the right hand, the somehow 19-year-old.
Oh, Mitchell Dance comfortable in the interior as well. Gets the finish there. The Airs, last possession of the half with a chance to stretch it back to double figures. Attacked a little early.
Goes up with the left, and Marcel Jones
attacked way too early. The Rams were given opportunity for the Airs to come back. But it works out for him. And that's going to be bonus free throws, 2 shots. So here, with the end of the shot clock, end of quarter opportunities, you normally don't want to go with 12 seconds. You want to go with 9 or 8. That's enough time to maybe get an offensive rebound, but not enough time for the opposition to come back the other way. Ben Carlisle Smith hits the first to stretch it to 10, but still 2.5 seconds left for the Airs to do something with it themselves.
And he misses, so Mitchell Dance will not get a chance. A little line-out throw, but it doesn't make it to the backboard. 54-44, 10-point lead at halftime for the Canterbury Rams over the Taranaki Mountaineers. 10 points for Sam Smith to go with 4 rebounds. 8 points apiece for Alex Talma, Quinton Bailey. Taylor Brett has 20 for the Mountaineers. Daron Rokawa leads the way, the captain, with 17 points, and he's with Casey.
And here with Daron Rokawa leading from the front, 17 points in that first half, but the battle between you and Taylor Britt has been fantastic.
it's just a rematch of the first game we had against each other. Great player, but we just need to take care of inside defense right now.
Is that what's led to this Canterbury Rams 10-point lead? This is the team that's previously beat you, of course, and you've gone on quite the streak since then. They haven't had as much success, but finding it tonight, mostly on the interior.
Yeah, mostly on the inside. I mean, what's Taylor Britt now, a shooter? He's draining those threes, but yeah, interior defense.
Good luck in the second half. Thanks for your time, Daron. And now I will bring in Taylor Britt, as we saw the joke from Daron Ruakawa there. Stroking the tray ball, you must feel comfortable. 20 points in the half, but really it's the big boys inside that are able to get you that lead.
Yeah, for sure. Q and Talma and Webley have been amazing. We're just going to keep feeding them. Yeah.
And was that part of the scout today, looking for the real deep post positions? Because I'm noticing those catches are basically right underneath the rim, and you guys are looking for it quick.
Yeah, for sure. We're always looking for Talma every game, but yeah, this game, Q's, he's been telling me, just give me the ball, that's too little for him, and I love that from him.
I love the attitude. I love your game in the first half as well. Good luck in the second.
54-44, the Canterbury Rams lead by 10 points. More to come after the break.
There's a lot to be said about you Kiwis. You like breaking new ground? You're the best in your field. Stand up for what you believe in. But when it comes to pizza, you can't beat authenticity. Sal's Authentic New York Pizza.
Tukaha.
It means stand strong.
To the great challenges we face.
To stand strong with our brothers and sisters.
With our families and our communities.
With our supporters.
With those who lift us up to take on the world.
It's the name of our haka.
Tāringa whakarongo ki Aomori.
Stand strong.
Stand with us.
Tukaha, New Zealand.
Welcome back. Well, what a second quarter that was for the Canterbury Rams, outscoring the Taranaki Mountaineers 35-21. They lead by 10, 54-44. As if you like what you're seeing, head to www.ticketfairy.com. Buy yourself tickets for any of the regular season games or finals week, which gets underway on the 28th of July. Tickets on sale now. The same price as the regular season games. We see on Saturday, the 1st of August, competing in the Sal's NBL final. Will it be the Mountaineers or the Canterbury Rams? We'll see how this one goes. Third quarter coming your way after the break.
There's a lot to be said about you Kiwis. breaking new ground? To the best in your field? Stand up for what you believe in. But when it comes to pizza, you can't beat authenticity. Sal's Authentic New York Pizza.
The culture of the Tall Ferns is absolutely amazing. We're essentially a family. I would call all of them my sisters. Our leadership, our coaches, our management staff, everyone, there's just such a good feel, and it feels like such a family and such a good vibe, and I think that's why on court you can see that we just all click and work together.
Basketball can open up so many doorways and so many paths. There's no limits. You can take the sport anywhere.
The women's game's definitely growing. I think it's awesome to see. Just in general, basketball growing in New Zealand is cool. So to get the women and young girls playing basketball, that's a big key for us.
We're quite often the underdogs, you know, we're always a hustling team, we've always been a real grinder to the end team. Making the most of the moment is like a huge part of our culture.
Any international game that I get to play for the Tall Ferns is always an honour, but we play tough, we're very aggressive, we hustle for each other. Everything we do, we know we're doing for our teammates, that they've got our back, we've got theirs as well.
Young kids, just like in general, I think just whatever you set your mind to, like you can do whatever you want to do, you know? Like you just got to put in the dedication and the determination to do it, and you can do it.
I think a good message to young girls is kia kaha, kia mai, kia manawa nui. That just really means, you know, be strong, be fierce, and be mindful of others. You know, you've got your teammates next to you, and look after them, look after yourself. And just represent yourself with mana, with pride, as well as your country.
Welcome back to Trust Arena, where the Canterbury Rams have a 10-point lead over the Taranaki Mountaineers at half-time here in Waitakere, Tamaki Makaurau, Auckland. As the final warm-ups conclude before the third quarter gets underway. Hugh Bainen here, joined by Casey Frank, former NAU Lumberjack.
There we go. Get the Jacks in there. Flagstaff, Arizona. Sure. Well, maybe somebody there remembers me. It was the 90s.
Dude, you're telling me the gym isn't named after you?
No, it definitely is not. It's named after Joseph Roll. Yeah, well, that's because you didn't go to NAU. You don't know who Joseph Roll is.
Very true. There's a few young players who have US colleges on their mind in that huddle just there. Getting to perform on the biggest stage that they ever have, live on TV around New Zealand and around the world.
But what they're thinking about now is how they can retain this lead against the Mountaineers, who are sure to come out firing here in the second half. A disappointing offensive performance for a team that's cracked triple digits in many of their victories. But the Rams did beat this team in week one. That was a full-strength Rams team with Toby Kaluli as one of their starters. Having lost him, they've been able to find some ways. But the Rams playing as well as they have, if they continue to get the ball inside and work their way through things, have a good chance to get things done in the victory column.
And we're underway in the third quarter as Marcel Jones immediately goes to work, backing down Sam Smith and goes up with the right hand. And Marcel Jones starts the third quarter as he means to go on. He now has 9 points to go with 8 rebounds.
Well, that's exactly the way the Airs would have wanted to start, with a bucket.
Jack Exeter can't get it to go, and Marcel Jones gets a 9th rebound.
Well, a nice piece of offense by the Rams for the execution. Couldn't finish, though.
Tuffin drops it off to Wynyard, who banks it in off the glass. 4 quick points for the Airs.
Ty Wynyard hustling down court, gets the catch. Got a little bit of the case of the happy feet, but it wasn't called. So down to 6, just like that. Airs back in it.
Britt driving, not getting the call that he thought would be forthcoming. And Marcel Jones brings it the other way for the Mountaineers. Goes around the 10-meter screen. Pulls up with the right hand and make that 6 quick points to the Airs.
Well, too easy. The Rams not putting up a lot of defensive fortitude at the moment. They need to have that second line of defense step up and push those shooters back.
Bailey strides through the lane, just can't get the finger roll to go, and it will be Taranaki Mountaineers ball.
Strangely, from our angle, it looked like that was going right off the gold jerseys, but maybe we don't have the best angle.
Certainly don't. Officials do, as
what a
Rokawa
dribble.
goes right, goes
Wow.
left, and goes to the hoop to finish. Jerome Rokawa.
Once again, if you're going to pressure him all the way up the court, defenders have to give you help. He is too quick to give that kind of opportunity too.
Taylor Brett draws a foul off Kenneth Tuffin.
And just to the sideline now after that foul. Well, all that hard work of the Rams in the first half dissipated in a minute 36 as Ty Wynyard fouls Quentin Bailey underneath. Got that big meat hook wrapped around him. Just clawed in there like it was a slab of beef. Well, that's what the meat hook's for, grabbing slabs of beef.
Right. Wonderfully descriptive. Talma finds Sam Smith. Not the best of passes. Smith does well to handle it. And here's Taylor Brett pulling up for the free throw line. Had to speed the shot up and he couldn't finish, but Jack Exeter cleans it up. And that'll be Taranaki ball.
And Taranaki, the Taranaki Mountaineers, doing just enough work to retain possession on that one after being outworked for the entirety of the possession.
Here's Francis Mulvihill looking in for Ty Wynyard. Back to Mulvihill. Good defense there from the Rams, but here's Jerome Rokawa turning on the Jets. Mulvihill, who's everywhere on this possession, can't get the three-pointer to go. Taylor Brett up with the left hand from the edge of the key, and he gets it to drop.
22 points now for Taylor Britt. Excellent in transition. Rokawa's got to love this matchup.
Oh, Alex Talma, though, gets the best of it, swatting it out of bounds.
Alex Talma might have heard that and said, oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah, Casey?
Well, I'll take this as I block this shot hard. But does a really nice job of closing the space quickly there on the Rokawa.
Rokawa to Mulvihill. Tries to get rid of Taylor Brett, but Taylor Brett does well to change the shot on Mulvihill, but Temera can't get the second chance opportunity to go. Good defense from the Canterbury Rams, who lead by 4. Oh, Taylor Brett just blows by Jerome Rokawa.
Well, looked like he was going to use the screen, but denied it and went the other way. The weak side defense too late for the kiss off the glass.
Rokawa. And looked after by Ben Carlisle Smith. Marcel Jones, or hand in the honey pot there from Quentin Bailey. And an illegal hand in the honey pot. The honey did not belong to him. That was Marcel's honey.
Well, it was somebody's honey. Don't know whose honey it was because nobody scored. Honey. Anybody else want a cup of tea?
With 10 on the shot clock. Cops it in the eye, and I'm entirely sure that was seen by the referee, but the reactions from both players couldn't hide what had just happened. An immediate apology from Alex Talma and show of pain from Jerome Rokawa.
Just enough of a sell by Jerome Rokawa to get that call.
Jones for 3. Can't get it to go. Rebound Quinton Bailey, and away come the Rams. It's Bailey who brings it up. He's got Sam Smith on the right. That's who he finds. He shoots a wide open three-pointer. Sam Smith, nothing but twine.
Well, Quentin Bailey's pass didn't look like it was going to be delivered on target, but it was. And Sam Smith had time to gather and shoot. Lead stretch back to 9.
As there's a foul on the floor, the basket won't count.
Tom Cowie called for that one. As Francis Mulvihill really putting pressure in transition as this Taranaki Mountaineers team does so well.
Rokawa goes around the Denon Brooks screen. 10 on the shot clock for the Airs. Is Mulvihill from the corner for 3. Quinton Bailey off the back iron. Rebound Rokawa. 6-point game as we approach the midway point of the third quarter. Big rebound Bailey, and it's going to be Canterbury Rams ball.
Foul on Mitchell Dance, or is no foul called, just out of bounds?
I think it's one of those ones where it came off a Taranaki Mountaineer, but he probably committed a foul on the act, so they just give the Rams the ball and no one has the foul to their name.
Which is why I am not a fan of replay, because if you replayed that, you couldn't get that call going.
Taylor Brett going downhill, drops it to Talma, surrounded by Ayers. He finishes with that left hand again. Alex Talma showing a bit of ambidextrousness as Mitchell Dance goes the other way, and we've seen that time and time again from this air side.
Marcel Jones once again with a home run pass. Great look, and just won't let the defense relax at all. On the other end, Alex Talma once again getting really deep for the finish, but if somebody's not back, and in that case Taylor Britt drove for that initial pass, the two-man really has to get back early and can't be beat down the court.
Dance can't complete the three-point play. Talma with the rebound, number 5 for him in this contest. Taylor Britt just throws it on the baseline. Miscommunication there.
Well, I think he was a little hesitant to throw the lob that Quentin Bailey wanted, and then almost forced it to him at an angle that wasn't really there.
Here's Mulvihill. Pass fake as he skips to the lane. Denon Brooke just throws it straight to Ben Carlisle-Smith, who's going to go at Rokawa and Brooke, and he finishes smartly.
Wow, impressive finish, showing a lot of balance and agility. Looked like he was going to travel, but he did not.
Jones looks to dish it at the other end, but Tom Cowie just pokes it out of bounds. Ayers ball from under the hoop.
Marcel Jones really looking for some energy and enthusiasm from his teammates. Trying to get these guys to run with him a little bit as big Tom Webley checks in for Quentin Bailey.
It's a large human, Tom Webley, imposing figure at 18 years old. Oh, Mitchell Dance as well, just to shrug Tom Cowie off.
Speaking of imposing figures, Mitchell Dance, that is not a matchup Tom Cowie wants to see on the weak side of an inbounds play.
Oh, Dance hits the floor. Talma is bullying him out of the way, and then he's fouled by Marcel Jones.
Mitchell Dance tried the flop. Very aggressive offense and defense between both of them. Got tangled up. Talma goes down.
Taylor Britt there just asking for a flop warning, but it's not coming.
Well, if it's not a flop, that was certainly a foul. If it's on the push. So either he got pushed down or he didn't.
Oscar Robertson and Ty Wynyard check into the game. Well, the flop warning was given to Mitchell Dance.
Good question being asked there by Taylor Britt. Leading this young squad once again.
Britt inbounds to Talma. There's Cowie slinging it out to a lot of slinging happening. And somehow Talma stands on the ball and it will be Ayers' ball.
Well, Alex Talma had unbelievable position in the middle of the key, but His teammates couldn't deliver him the basketball.
Marcel Jones issuing instructions to the Mountaineers.
Calling for people to come back up the court. Ty Wynyard wasn't a fan of that, so he stayed down there.
Here he is, Ty Wynyard. The bullet pass out to Robertson, who drops it over to Marcel Jones, up with the left hand over Sam Smith, and it goes to Marcel Jones.
Marcel Jones feasts on these mismatches. When he's got one of these smaller guards on him, he goes straight to the post and works him over with that hook or fadeaway.
Taylor Brett met it. The rim by
bevy.
A gust of mountain air.
A gust. There we go. I see that. I see what you did there, and I like it a lot.
Thanks, mate. And Brett will go to the line to shoot 2.
Taylor Brett piling all the points. Leading scorer for the Airs, Daron Aruakawa with 19. Taylor Britt with 24 with that miss.
Looking to make it 25, which he does. 9 for 14 from the field, Taylor Britt.
Well, a clinic offensively once again. He is the heart and soul of this offense. Game in, game out.
Brooke with a nice pass to Marcel Jones, who'd cut just wonderfully.
Yeah, excellent speed on the cut. Taylor Britt was denying, and then when the ball went the other way, Jones cut very quickly.
Oh, Denham Brooke, good strength on the steal. And here's the Rokawa looking to capitalize on the other end. Blocked by Carlisle Smith, but Denham Brooke working hard.
Excellent defense by Carlisle Smith, but Brooke does not give up on the play.
Oh, Taylor Britt saw a gap and decided to drive straight through it.
That burst of quickness, really impressive from essentially the wing, able to get in as we see a legal screen on Denham Brooke. Ben Carlisle Smith trying to chase Daron Aruakawa around it. And Denham Brooke sets a screen that is deemed illegal. So in comes Shane Temura.
Sam Smith will inbound the ball. As the intensity of this game is during this quarter, Casey, just taking a step up, which is good to see as you have a 3-point game with just under 3 minutes to go in the third. Another rebound from Marcel Jones. 10 for him now as he looks to add to his 18 points. Oh, good rebound from Temura.
Wait, did you say Marcel Jones had a double-double?
I did.
The double-double machine.
A little rugby pass from Ben Carlisle Smith.
I think everybody was trying to get excited for a Webley smash, but he goes with the soft touch in the finish. 2 is just as good as 2, be it dunk or layup. I don't agree with that, by the way. The dunk is better.
Jones dishes it to Ty Wynyard, trying to show his mid-range. Time for the quick outlet pass.
Oh, what a block!
Ty Wynyard, the big pour up above the rim.
Excellent timing shown there.
Talma steps into a three-pointer. Rebound number 11 for Marcel Jones.
He collects them like a hobbyist in the card shop.
There he goes, right-handed floater from the baseline. Talma slings it up to Taylor Brett. Reverse layup of Shane Temura.
Excellent pass. Beautiful finish by Taylor Britt. Taranaki Mountain Airs have seen enough. Need a timeout to chat about it. But the Taylor Britt reverse was beautiful. Really fooled the defense with the up and under. Taylor Britt with 29 now on 11 for 16 shooting.
Well, this is week 1, Taylor Britt, isn't it? Before the injuries and the illness kind of hit.
And before defenses really aimed and rededicated themselves to him. Of course, one of his earlier performances, excellent performances in week 1, was against this Taranaki Mountain Airs team. So he might be a weapon that can provide a little weakness in the armor of this air squad.
Back to Fenwick, who will get us back underway with just over 90 seconds to go in the third quarter. Sam Smith has the unenviable task of having to look after Drone Rokawa at three-quarter court. Robertson yet to really see a display of his athleticism. Good block from Mason Whitaker.
Coming over using that 6'9" frame on the trail side.
Brendan Bailey hopes for the friendly roll, and he gets it.
Just willed it in because that looked well short. Hit the bottom of the rim and somehow flipped itself up over.
Jones drops it into Shane Temera. Spins baseline on Bailey. Just can't finish it, and away come the Rams. Taylor Britt. Sam Smith just slows things down, tries to get his floater to go. Rebound, Marcel Jones. As Rokawa goes straight through the jaw of Taylor Britt.
Duran Rokawa tosses the ball down on him afterwards. Actually a little surprised that none of the officials caught that. Taylor Britt took one through the grill. Just taking his time to get back up. Never feels good to eat an elbow.
Oh, no love lost there between the 2 point guards.
No.
Two of the premier point guards in the competition to date.
Normally you elbow somebody in the face and you give them a little, oh, sorry about that. But this time, a cold shoulder, colder than the Taranaki mountain air. Oh.
Makes the first as Rokawa. Steely concentration in his normally smiling, jovial face.
Blue steel? Blue steely?
As this.
Because he also doesn't really go left.
Rokawa to Whitaker. Oh, well read by Rokawa, who keeps it in. And Marcel Jones with a wonderful pass to Kenneth Tuppen. Finishes with his left hand.
The second he gets the ball in his hands, his eyes are right up the court looking for people that he can get that outlet to. His teammates know it, and they're running a little bit harder because of it. Just 12 seconds left in the quarter.
Taylor Britt somehow keeps control of possession. Sam Smith for three. The Rams would have loved that to finish the quarter. Now who's going to have the last say here? Sam Smith just pats it out of bounds, and there's going to be 1.5 seconds to go.
Plenty of time to get a shot off. See if the Mountaineers dig deep into their playbook here and reveal something that they want to run at the end of the quarter, if they're just happy to get somebody a catch and shoot real quick.
It's going to have to be Tuffen or
looks like Rokawa coming off us.
Nice it's pass. A beautiful pass that makes to Fenwick, who finishes with two. What a pass from Marcel Jones. And that'll do us for 3 quarters of action.
Excellent pass by Marcel Jones, but a better job of Baxter Fenwick to be ready for the play. He kept his eyes up. Don't think he was the preferred option on it, but stayed connected to the passer, enabling himself to become a target.
74-71, Canterbury lead Taranaki here, 3-quarter time, 10 minutes to go, back after the break.
Hi, I'm Dave Meltzer, co-founder of Sports One Marketing, and I've teamed with one of the biggest sports agents in the world, Bruce Tollner, and we are going to put on a series of how to have a career in sports. Join me at trainedbymiyagi.com.
Tukaha.
It means stand strong. To the great challenges we face. To stand strong with our brothers and sisters.
With our families and our communities.
With our supporters.
With those who lift us up to take on the world.
It's the name of our haka.
Taranaki whakarongo, kia ora.
Stand strong.
Stand with us.
Tukaha, New Zealand.
Well, the Taranaki Mountaineers closed the gap during that third quarter. They still trail by 3 through no fault of that man, number 62, Marcel Jones, who has 18 points, 13 rebounds, and 3 assists. He got a couple of blocks as well.
And no assist was better than that one that closed the quarter to bring them within 3. Despite a diminished performance as a team, they haven't looked to be running on octane as they have earlier in the week, but still right here in the match and a chance to close in the fourth quarter if the Rams cannot hold on.
Well, the defensive effort was much better from the Airs in that third quarter. They conceded 35 points in the second, just 20 in the third. Who will come away with the victory tonight? Nobody needs a victory more than the Canterbury Rams, who have lost their last 5. Sam Smith drops the job it off to Tauma. Somehow keeps it himself. Rebound. Temero falls over as he gives the ball up.
Lucky not to get the travel call there.
Jones drops it to Mitchell Dance. He looks to go to work on Sam Smith, and he does to success.
Oh, Mitchell Dance uses a step through to perfection to create the space for the bucket.
Sam Smith, that's pinned against the backboard by Temero.
Good timing on the block.
Jones for 3. Down that goes. He rattles it in, Marcel Jones.
And has something to say to the Taranaki Mountaineer fans in the crowd. The lead has been taken. 2-point deficit now for the Rams.
Smith to Stoddard. Backs down Jones. 3 on the contested three-pointer from Tauma. Rebound, Marcel Jones. Outlet pass, Marcel Jones. Oh, Alex Tauma with a big block this time.
Nice block. I think Timota might have lost it a little bit at the same time, but it counts block nonetheless.
Oh, it's a nice pass from Sam Smith to Max Stoddard too.
Max Stoddard wanted to dunk it. Didn't quite get the lift off he had for him, but gets to finish tied up with 8:20 to play.
Temero hands it off to Rokawa. He gives it back. And Shane Temero with a bit of English off the glass.
Wills that one and somehow puts enough spin on the ball to get off the glass. And thanks to whoever put the Windex up there, because if that was a little dusty, it wouldn't have happened.
Ben Carlisle Smith is fouled heavily by Mitchell Dance. In Casey, it's really just Kenneth Tuffin who is, we make our way through the fourth quarter, is in any sort of foul trouble. He's out there with 4 fouls to his name.
With 3 for Wynyard, 3 for Denham-Brook as well.
No one on the Rams roster has more than 2. Rebound Temero. The Airs lead by 1. Jerome Roko and Marcel Jones will look to add to that. Oh, good rebound, Max Stoddard.
Rams on the run.
Cowie rips through. Finds Sam Smith, who draws the foul off Jerome Roko.
Yeah, had him corralled with 2 hands there. He disagrees with the call, but pretty easy to see.
His first foul.
Back to the zone defense are the Airs.
Tauma over to Ben Carlisle Smith for 3. That goes down. And the Rams lead by 2.
Ben Carlisle Smith open for days. They ran the play, could have got it to him immediately. He was calling for Tauma to give him the ball, and it finally delivered.
Another rebound for Shane Temero. He's been racking them up so far in the fourth quarter. Can't finish it though. Tom Cowie, oh, good steal. Great hands from Rokawa, who finds a seagulling Marcel Jones, a 2-foot dunk. Timeout called. Oh no, sorry, delay.
Just
a
a
pause while we
loose
wait
ball.
for the ball.
No delay, just a loose ball bouncing around, so they stop the clock. Marcel Jones will take the easiest 2 points he's had all night to become an equal lead scorer. Or sorry, he now is the lead scorer. 23 points for Marcel Jones.
To go with 15 rebounds, or nearly 16 rebounds, as he takes the ball and says, "I'm going home."
He is a rebounding machine as well. He has just been so dominant. All 15 rebounds defensive for him.
3 blocks as well, 3 assists as the timeout is called.
Once again, doing it all. Has proven himself a valuable pickup in the second round for Taranaki.
Well, Canterbury hoping to get their first win in 6 tonight. If you're recording the rugby and you don't want to hear the score, put your hands over your ears now, as Canterbury KC will hope to go the way of their rugby counterparts, the Crusaders, who had a win over Auckland tonight.
But all I heard was that they were smashing the Blues early.
26-15 it finished.
Wow. How about that? Normally, Auckland does so well against the Cantabs.
So for those Cantabrians who are just turning over, it's been an absolutely valiant effort so far from your Rams. They are tied up 80-80 with the Taranaki Mountaineers, who have a 5-3 record. The Rams currently 3-5. And bottom of the ladder. A tightly contested ladder it is. And with games 5 days a week, and there's an ever-changing ladder as well.
There's so many variables go into each game. Fatigue, momentum, injury.
And it's Salma with good possession from the inbounds play. Shows a bit of patience and then finishes.
Good physicality once again, clearing out that space under the cup to enable himself to dine out.
Rokawa finds Jones a few feet back from the three-point line. That's off. Rebound for Penkala Smith.
Tried to will it in with the body English. Didn't help though.
Taylor Britt driving. Rebound Kenneth Tuffin. Rokawa goes around the Temura screen. Back to the big man who shoots a 3 and makes a 3.
A timely spot to hit his first three-pointer of the game. Only 5 points today, but active as always.
7 rebounds as well for the former Manawatu Jet, who was slated to play with the Hawke's Bay Hawks in 2020. Max Stoddard with the mid-range J that drops.
Clutch shot there to retake the lead by Stoddard as Rokawa tries to bait the referee into blowing the whistle.
Here's Temura this time going round Max Stoddard and throwing it down with one hand. Shane Temura
uses the up fake to draw the defense after making a 3 last time and goes where he really wants to go, which is to the rim.
Rebound Denenbrook after the Carlisle Smith miss. Rokawa just slows things down. Temura steps into another 3, and another one goes down for Shane Temura and the Taranaki Mountaineers.
Wow, what a sequence by Shane Temura. 3 dunk 3, stepping up and putting it in. 10 points all of a sudden for him.
Taylor Britt probes for an entry into the ears. Key, Tauma's left hand doesn't drop, and here comes Rokawa, 3 in transition. Bang! Wow. Rokawa. Timeout from the Canterbury Rams.
Punches in bunches from the airs. What a run they've had here in the last couple of minutes. Led by Shane Temura, finished off there by Daron Rokawa in transition with a pull-up triple that could have been the first nail in the coffin.
Well, we have said, haven't we, Casey, all game that the Airs are a team that can take a game away from anyone at any moment, and we just saw a glimpse of that. The game's surely not over yet. 7 points with just under 5 minutes to go. Plenty of time for this young Rams team to get themselves back in the contest.
Well, what a stretch by Shane Temura. 8 straight points to help secure the lead before Nerona Aruakawa bangs home the triple to solidify it. And now the Rams, after working so hard for so long, looking at a 7-point deficit with 4:40 to play. In a blink, and that mountain air can get all over you.
How about this stat, KC? Jerome Rokawa has been fouled 7 times tonight.
Oh, I think no doubt he's the best at that skill in this league. His ability to draw fouls on the opposition enables him to continue going to the free throw line, but also take some pressure off his other players because much of the defense has to be paid attention to him.
Canterbury need a reaction, and they need it quick. Let's see what McDowner has cooked up in that timeout. Webley, 5 on the shot clock. Goes to work on Shane Temura, but he can't finish.
Well, nice move. Just short-armed it a bit. Just needs to extend so you can ensure that he's got a soft touch on it.
Rokawa looks at Temura again. Here's Mulvihill. Temura feeling it from beyond the arc. Too strong, that one, though.
Webley plays hot potato with Bailey. Look for the point guard, big fella. That's who you want to get it to.
Here he is, Taylor Brett. And why wouldn't you look for him as he makes that look easy before he can't finish? And Quinton Bailey does.
Well, still on 29 points is Taylor Britt, but the penetration of the defense opens up that offensive rebounding opportunity for Bailey to finish off.
Here's Rokawa. He has 24 to go with 6 assists and 4 steals. Temura finds Mitch Dance. A shimmy and a step from Mitchell Dance. Big rebound, Quinton Bailey.
And quite the rebound to Mitchell Dance, or elbow to Mitchell Dance at the same time.
2 strong men. As Bailey drives at Denham-Brook. Great defense from the young Aucklander.
Well, Denham-Brook coming up big once again on the hustle categories. Huge block at a timely moment.
Rokawa. Marcel Jones ready to come back into the game. He's played 33 minutes so far. As Rokawa shoots a 3. Taylor Britt the other way. He wants Sam Smith to shoot that. He dutifully does. Big rebound offensively. Quinton Bailey with 2 second chance points.
Bailey again on the offensive glass getting it done. He's come up big here in the 4th quarter to keep the Rams within touch distance.
Rokawa. Bailey hedges and takes over the duty. There's Mitchell Dance. Taylor Britt on him. Good hand from Taylor Britt before Dance could leave the ground. He cops a foul there, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Of course, Taylor Britt not too far off the best player in the competition at drawing fouls. He has a lot of whistles going his way with the pressure he puts on defenders, and particularly in transition.
It's the 5th foul he's drawn tonight. As a look to jump over the 30-point mark at this trip to the charity stripe.
Oh, did you just hit him with the commentator's curse?
No, not Taylor, look. 30 up for the Canterbury captain. And he makes them both as Ty Wynyard comes back into the game for the Airs. Denham-Brook takes a seat.
Well, good minutes for Denham-Brook. As we have a 1-point ball game with 2 minutes to go. What more could you ask for?
Rokawa looks for help, and he finds it in the form of the chin-strapped Shane Temura. Ty Wynyard getting wrapped up with a few Rams as Ben Carlisle-Smith putting the ball out in front of him.
Oh my.
And that'll be Kenneth Tuffin's game done.
Kenneth Tuffin hammers Ben Carlisle Smith.
He's like, I got one more foul, might as well make it a good one.
Well, he is used to playing in the Philippines. That might not even get a whistle over there.
Denenbrook straight back into the game for Tuffin, whose night is over from a basketball point of view. 7 points.
You think he's still allowed to enjoy the evening? But nice job by him once again. Kenneth Tuffin has really been integral to this Taranaki Mountaineers team with his defense, his shot-making ability. Fouled out now, so they're going to have to do it with the bench. Denenbrook checks back in. What a seesaw battle we have once again. 92-91 to the Rams.
1 minute 50 to go. Good hand from Sam Smith. Steal for the Canterbury Rams at a very opportune time. Taylor Britt running straight at Marcel Jones. Can't finish over him. And here comes Jones the other way. 23 points, 16 rebounds to his name.
Oh, he's got Carlisle Smith in the post right where he wants him.
Tamer's going to have to drop and help. He doesn't, and Marcel Jones just finishes with the right hand. The Airs lead by 1 as the timeout is called by Mick Downer.
Well, Jones' mental game is really strong today. The recognition in that possession that Carlisle Smith's on him, he just backs him, takes him to the opponent. Carlisle Smith really dislodged with that shoulder, but didn't try and sell it as a charge, and therefore allowed Jones's position to get good enough for the finish. And
dancing happening in the background? Why not enjoy yourself? Just because Kenneth Tuffin's not allowed to doesn't mean you're not allowed to.
It's a jam, baby. You gotta feel the rhythm when the jams come through.
To see some of our army of volunteers, a bit more dancing happening up there in the stairs.
Well, you can tell when the beat's infectious, when the crowd all over the place can't help but bop.
The young man in the middle is not enjoying it so much. Big yawn from him.
Oh, well, leave it to the white guy not to have the rhythm. Killer. But yeah, it's great to see some of the fans coming out tonight and enjoying an excellent game of basketball. Plenty of room for more if anybody wants to come by. Trust Stadium in West Auckland. Quite possibly a lot of Blues fans watching at home tonight, though. Well,
1 point game, Casey Frank. The Airs 93, the Rams 92. 1 minute 25 to go.
Good. And who did the Rams attack with here? Did they go with Taylor Britt? Put him on the rim. He hasn't had a lot of success in the second half. They have found a lot of success with Bailey and Talma with deep seals. Do they try and run some action that can reinforce that option? Interesting decision here for Coach Mick Downer. As we're having a bit of a chat about something on the score sheet.
Britt, Smith, Carlisle Smith, Bailey and Talma out there for the Rams. Rokawa, Brook, Jones, Temera and Wynyard. It's a large lineup for Doug Courtney and the Taranaki Mountaineers. It's Taylor Britt, surveys options, runs into Ty Wynyard, and it's going to be Rams ball, a bit fortuitous there for the Canterbury Rams.
Well, they went with a Britt drive, but the purpose of that drive was to dish. He had the bigs at both dunker spots, Bailey on the weak side, Tom in the middle of the key, but couldn't get the pass through.
There's a lot of size in that lineup out there for the Taranaki Mountaineers as Ben Carlisle Smith finds Quinton Bailey, rips and drives baseline, slings it out to Britt for 3. I'm not sure, that might have been touched by Shane Temera, but Alex Talma working hard. And that's going to be Canterbury Rams ball.
Well, good fight by Alex Talma to get that ball up and on the rim just in time. Under a minute now to play.
What a finish we have in store here at Trust Arena in Waitakere, West Auckland. Bailey, 2 airs on him. Britt does well to corral the pass. And that's Carlisle Smith for 3. Can't get it to go. Rebound, Denenbrook. And the Airs, they lead by 1, and they have possession with 48 seconds to go.
And the arrow also going the Airs' way if there is a jump ball.
Sam Smith calls off any help. Mr. Rokawa.
And one thing of note, the Rams have no team fouls yet.
Marcel Jones driving at Taylor Britt. There's the right hand of Marcel Jones, and they lead by 3.
Well, if the Rams score here and have to foul, they have to get 5 fouls in 20 seconds.
Britt from mid-range just hesitated on shooting the three and was blocked and then stripped. Alex Talmud as well puts it up, looking for the roll. Another big important rebound from Denham Brook as Rokau is fouled.
Rebound of the game for Denham Brook. Excellent defensive possession. Shane Temura first, coming up big with the block, and after that, the lanes dried up. Not yet in the bonus, as I said before. The Rams, only the first team foul.
It's almost like they're being punished for not fouling earlier in the quarter, which does seem a bit tough. 10 seconds, and the Rams need 4 fouls, some missed free throws, and a possession. It's an uphill battle for Canterbury right now. Sam Smith straight into a foul. And of course, with the rules implemented in the last year or so, Casey, these fouls need to be legitimate.
Professional?
Go for the ball for the foul, not just grab a guy by the jersey like the good old days.
Let the refs give him a little bit of a go.
8 seconds. 3 team fouls needed. Rokau fouled immediately by Sam Smith, and that took 0.9 of a second. And this is the dance we will be witness to now for the next 7 seconds.
Well, we've got to get a lot of fouls in.
2 to go, 7.1 seconds.
Going to be tough. I'd like to see him possibly go for the steal first, get in the passing lane, get a little trap maybe.
Well, they're double teaming Dylan Rokau off the ball, but his time Wynyard.
Nice job by Wynyard.
And there's the foul with 4.2 seconds to go.
Difficult situation there. Taylor Britt trying to come up and foul. Can't do it in a purposeful way, but when the refs don't blow the whistle immediately, it makes it pretty hard to do that the next time. Kind of setting it up for an unsportsmanlike.
14 fouls now. The next one will send whoever it is to the line. And the last person they want is that man there, Daron Rokau. Well played from the Taranaki Mountaineers. They've managed those last 7 seconds expertly.
Yep, they kept the ball and they continue to get fouled.
Sam Smith fouls out.
Nice game from him. Really solid first half. Finishes with 13 points and 7 rebounds.
And there it is, Daron Rokau.
Stroking it once again, filling it up. 25 points for him.
26. And the Airs will improve to 6-3 in a hard-fought, pretty-to-watch game of basketball between the Taranaki Mountaineers and the Canterbury Rams. It finishes 97-92 to the Airs as the Rams lose 6 straight. And what a contest that was on a Saturday night as we pass the halfway point of the Sal's NBL Showdown for 2020. Three and 6, the Rams drop to. Great games for Daron Rokau, who had 26, 8 for 19 from the field. To go with 6 assists and 4 steals. Shane Temura with an important 10 points, coming at just the right time to go with 8 rebounds, 3 blocks. And what about the game from Marcel Jones? 27 points, 12 for 20 from the field, 16 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 blocks. For the Rams, the damage was done by their captain Taylor Britt, 31 points. 11 for 22, 4 rebounds, 3 steals. As we can go down to Casey, who's with Shane Temura.
And I am here with Shane Temura. What a big game you had, especially in that little stretch where you scored 8 straight points to go from the deficit to the lead. Especially those 2 triples, must be pleased about that.
Oh yeah, I just want to say thank you to my team, Marcel Jones, just for keeping my confidence up, because the first 3 quarters I didn't score anything, so he just kept on me saying, good job, stuff like that. So.
Well, I did have to mention that you only had 2 points right before that. Then you score 8 straight, and the energy, the defense down the stretch as well. A couple of big blocks. The Rams really pushed you guys, but you were able to get it out in the end. How was that done?
Just playing defense, I guess. Yeah, just coach is staying honest, but Just I don't even know.
That's all you got. The deep analysis of the game, not really what your forte is, coming right out of it right now. But looking forward, what is it about this team that helps you working so well with everybody? Your athleticism, a really nice mix with the size and strength of Wynyard.
Just running the floor and stuff like that. But I just want to say thank you to the coaches for believing me. And even though I didn't score, just keep me in there because we had a talk. And, I produced, so thank you.
Well, regardless of how you were scoring, your energy on defense, your energy on the boards was fantastic, and a nice job in this one. Nice job to get the win. Next coming in, I have Marcel Jones, who just got pumped up brilliantly. Yeah, the 8 straight points by Shane was fantastic, but your work once again stellar. 27 points, 16 rebounds, blocks, assists all in there. Tell me about these outlet passes. How do you know those are going to be working every time?
It was a team effort tonight. All the boys came out. This is our 3rd game this week. I'm just happy for the boys. We got to rest up. We got a big game Tuesday.
Talk about this Canterbury Rams team. They're undergunned. They were able to push you, had the lead for the majority of it, but a flurry of offense in the 4th quarter is what got it done for you guys.
Yeah, they're very well coached. They're never going to give up. That's why I told the guys at the beginning of the game, this team is going to fight. Like last night was a prime example. They came back in the second half. But I'm happy for the boys. Everybody needs to get some rest. And
just finally, you're dominating the glass throughout the competition, averaging 15 a game. Another great performance tonight. How are you finding so much success on the rebound side of things?
Everybody got a job to do. I just try to do my part. It's a team win, team effort, great coaching game plan. So, go home with a win on Saturday night.
Well, top of the table, Taranaki Mountaineers. Well done. Good job again. And on that, we've got Quentin Bailey coming in. Difficult loss again. You guys once again fought really well. You had an excellent performance with a double-double, 14 and 10. But go ahead and let me know what the sponsor is first.
So first out to my sponsor, Steve Hickling, Southern Interior Lining. Big shout out, having us get up here and do everything for us,
and then for yourself, Quentin, you came in late, but you've been able to find yourself a nice role. How is it fitting in with the squad?
It's good. They're a bunch of young guys. I'm young myself, so I kind of just went on and on. I knew half the guys, but run and gun, and we've got a lot to learn, but that's what the tournament's about, getting going forward.
What has been the most difficult thing for yourself, jumping into the team late? This Rams team really familiar with each other. A lot of stuff that Coach McDowner runs. How has that been trying to take all that on board?
It's been probably a lot of days at the coffee shop studying, moves and stuff like that. But going forward, it's pretty good. Once I've got them down, I can just play, and that's the main thing.
And you were able to find some success around the paint today as well. Shot the ball pretty well, but really the way you were grinding it out, almost were able to help the Rams keep that victory. Is that where you see yourself contributing the most?
Yeah, just honestly, where I can help if I'm not scoring, getting a rebound, just whatever I can do to make us win. So that's what we're trying to do.
Well, a close one tonight. Unfortunately, another loss, but you guys are definitely a step in the right direction.
Sweet. Cheers. Thank you very much.
97-92. Good win for the Taranaki Mountaineers, who climb to the top of the ladder of the South NBL Showdown. Some of the younger fans get out on court. Get a taste of the hardwood. And why not? For a big night of basketball here in the South NBL. Earlier on in the evening, the Nuggets put the Jets to the sword, 130-94. And that was followed by a tighter affair. The Airs beating the Rams 97-92 as we have a look at some of the stats from the second game.
And a dominant performance by Daron Arokawa and Marcel Jones. 51 points between them. Shane Temera came up huge in the 4th quarter for them. Taylor Britt, of course, leading scorer of the game with 31. Bailey, Smith, Tama all supported well. Both teams solid all-around efforts with the basketball. And then we see the big rebounders for both squads. Marcel Jones, 16 again. Dominant there. Brooke, good minutes off the bench once again. He's been a very valuable player for the Airs to be picked up.
Arokawa and Jones again leading the way assist-wise. And then Marcel Jones again on the blocks.
Stat stuffer. He is he the most valuable player in the competition? I don't know. Torona Arokawa with the 4 steals there. And the Rams, man, I feel for these guys. As hard as they work, just can't seem to get over the line after a fantastic first week. Still searching for that same magic.
Well, promising signs, though. That's the best we've seen them since that first week for sure. And good to see Taylor Britt, if not at 100%, certainly approaching it with over 30 points. Another fantastic night of basketball here at the Sal's NBL Showdown. We'll be back tomorrow night for another doubleheader because that's what we do here in the NBL Showdown. The Jets taking on the Huskies, the Nuggets taking on the Giants. We'll see you tomorrow night from 5:30.